Good evening, fans, and welcome to one of the most special nights we do on an annual basis at Trenton Thunder Ballpark. Tonight, we welcome our hometown heroes. I am pleased to be joined on the field tonight by a group of men and women who do great work in our community and have been nominated by you for this ceremony tonight. Our first honoree is Mr. Brian Green. Brian voluntarily enlisted in the United States Marines after graduating from Trenton Central High School in 1988. While in the Marines, he served a combat tour deploying to Desert Shield, Desert Storm. After completing his honorable enlistment, he returned to the great city of Trenton seeking employment in public safety. After 25 years, he retired but remains active in his hometown of Trenton. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Brian Green. Next up is Mrs. Cheryl Adler. Cheryl serves proudly during Desert Shield, Desert Storm, Operation Deny Flight, Iraqi Freedom, and Enduring Freedom. She has received numerous medals and awards that include the Air Force Commendation Medal, Air Force Achievement Medal, Armed Forces Medal, and the NJ National Guard Commendation Ribbon. Ladies and gentlemen, Mrs. Cheryl Adler. Our next honoree is Chief Louis Carlucci. Louis is a 25-year member in the Mercer County Firemen's Association. Prior to this, he was a member of Liberty Rescue Squad for 25 years. Louis has been a proud member of Signal 22 since 1991, where he participated in several events of all types. Ladies and gentlemen, Chief Louis Carlucci. Next is Chief Glenn Forsyth. Glenn is a seasoned public servant with an impressive career spanning over 48 years in the volunteer and career fire service. As the current fire chief of Newtown Fire Rescue, he brings a wealth of knowledge and expertise as fire chief. Glenn served as police officer for 28 years in the Newtown Township Police Department. With a remarkable commitment to public safety, Chief Forsyth continues to inspire and mentor the next generation of firefighters. Ladies and gentlemen, Chief Glenn Forsyth. Our next honoree is Lieutenant Joseph Caruso. Joe started his career as a police officer in 1987 as a Special Reserve officer within the city of Burlington. In 1995, Joe was hired full-time and was later awarded Officer of the Year. In 2023, he was awarded the Burlington County Prosecutor's Office Pro Cops Award for combating the drug and violent crimes throughout the county. Joe currently holds the rank of lieutenant and is currently the commander of the Criminal Investigations Division. Ladies and gentlemen, Lieutenant Joseph Caruso. Next, we'd like to recognize Detective Monica Pogorzelski. Detective Pogorzelski has dedicated her life to providing the citizens of Willingboro with the highest quality of work. She continues to work cold cases from over 30 years ago with a relentless work ethic in pursuit of justice for the victims. She has dedicated her life to the service of others and is an inspiration to her peers and members of the community. Ladies and gentlemen, Detective Monica Pogorzelski. Our next honoree is Nicole Benson-Vengo. Nicole is both a special law enforcement officer and an animal control officer for the Bordentown Township Police Department. She continually goes above and beyond to present the health and welfare of animals in our community and stops at nothing to care for their well-being. Ladies and gentlemen, Nicole Benson-Vengo. Next is Samuel Kim. Samuel is currently a LEAD instructor and teaches 5th grade with the Ho-Ho-Coos Police Department. In April of 2019, Samuel responded to a 911 emergency that a mother was in labor. He was the first on the scene and delivered a baby girl successfully inside their home. Samuel was awarded a life-saving award for his actions. Ladies and gentlemen, Samuel Kim. Our next honoree is Captain Ken Hopkins. As a 4th-generation first responder, Kenny's passion was firefighting, and his life was driven by his work as an EMT. As a lifetime member of the Croydon Fire Department, he trained and became a captain and earned many certificates and accolades. Kenny dedicated his life to serving his community. Before he passed away, Kenny dreamed of becoming a paramedic. Representing Ken Hopkins tonight on the field is Ken Hopkins, Kenny's dad, and Kenny's cousin, Donnie Bellerby. Ladies and gentlemen, Captain Ken Hopkins. Next up is Mr. Kenneth Batjuk. Representing Kenneth tonight is Gene Roman, a member of his fellow K-9 unit. Kenneth has been a law enforcement officer with the NJ Transit Police for over 16 years. He has worked in many assignments to include patrol operation and his current assignment as an explosive detection K-9 handler. His greatest honor and privilege is being an explosive handler to his partners, K-9 Jimmy and K-9 Tillman. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Kenneth Batjuk. Our next honoree is Sergeant David Meenan. In 2021, Sergeant Meenan implemented his K-9 partner, Bell. Bell currently serves as the department's only K-9 and has certification in narcotics detection, tracking, and therapy. Sergeant Meenan and K-9 Bell are very active in the community. Ladies and gentlemen, Sergeant David Meenan and K-9 Bell. Next, we'd like to recognize Sergeant James Albertson. Currently, Sergeant Albertson is assigned as a traffic sergeant in the Field Operation Division, supervising both traffic officers and patrol officers, is the department's traffic engineer and lead crash investigator for serious motor vehicle crashes. As a result of his daily mission and dedication to traffic safety, he was recently honored by Kane University as a traffic safety specialist. Ladies and gentlemen, Sergeant James Albertson. Next is Sergeant James Adam Soto. Sergeant Soto enlisted in the U.S. Army in August of 2015 and joined the Engineer Corps, where his duty was to perform earth-moving operations for the 233rd Quartermastery Company out of Horsham, Pennsylvania. He is currently serving the second of 2 tours of duty with the 99th Readiness Division Yellow Ribbon Program. Ladies and gentlemen, Sergeant Adam Soto. Next, we have Officer Tyler Trumbetti. Officer Trumbetti, since joining the Burlington County Township Police Department in 2018, has held the position of patrolman and is currently a field training officer. In 2021, Officer Trumbetti was awarded Burlington Township's Officer of the Year. Ladies and gentlemen, Officer Tyler Trumbetti. Our next honoree is Dylan Weir. Dylan has been a part of the Bristol Consolidated Volunteer Fire Company since 2022. Dylan's favorite thing about the fire service is the bonds you make with your brothers and sisters around you. Ladies and gentlemen, Dylan Weir. Next, we'd like to recognize Craig Valls. Craig has been a member of America Hose, Hook, and Ladder Co. 2 since late 2021. Craig is a hard worker in and out of the fire service and is excited to see what the future holds for him in his fire career. Ladies and gentlemen, Craig Voles. Our next honoree is Miss Jillian Bainbridge. Jillian has been an active volunteer member of the Pennington Fire Company since she was able to join at 16 years old. Jillian is always there for fire calls, training, fundraising, and is the current president of the Ladies Auxiliary. Through her dedication and commitment to serving the community, she was awarded Pennington Fire Company 2022 Firefighter of the Year. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Jillian Bainbridge. Next, we have Mr. Jason Belmont. Jason started his adventure in the fire service as a volunteer in 1989 with the Pennington Fire Company. He has held several ranks within the organization, chief of the department from 1997 to 1999. Jason has also held roles with the Hopewell Township Fire District, Robbinsville Fire Department, and Hamilton Fire District 7. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Jason Belmont. Our next hometown hero is Mr. Stephen Stokes. Stephen joined the Army in 1989 and was sent to Fort Leonard Wood in Missouri for his basic training, and then on to Redstone Arsenal in Alabama for his advice training. Following the completion of his training, his first assignment was the 82nd Airborne Division in Fort Bragg, North Carolina. He was deployed in September of 1990 to Iraq for Operation Desert Shield and Desert Storm, where he earned his combat patch. During this time in service, he earned Army Service Ribbon, Army Lapel Ribbon, National Defense Service Medal, Southwest Asia Service Medal, and Bronze Service Star, Kuwait Liberation Medal, Parachutist Badge, Army Commendation Medal, a Sharpshooter Badge, and a Driver Badge. He is a member of the American Legion Post 182, the DAV and Frank J. Uvegas Post 3525, where in April he was elected Post Commander. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Steven Stokes. Next, Arthur Lee Estes. Arthur joined the Army following graduating high school in 1971. His first assignment was in Germany and then in the United Kingdom. He and his family returned to the U.S. in 1978 for 2 years and was reassigned to Germany in 1980. In 1986, they were transferred to Fort Diz. He went to Egypt for a year to Desert Storm, and in 1993, he retired. Ladies and gentlemen, Arthur Lee Estes. Our last honoree this evening is Janice Worley. Officer Worley joined the Trenton Police Department in 2018 and was assigned to the Parole Bureau. Officer Worley was named Officer of the Week in 2022 for helping thwart a bank robber while working off-duty security detail. Officer Worley is a native of Trenton, where she attended Cadwalader Elementary School, Junior 3 Middle School, and Trenton Central High School. Ladies and gentlemen, Janice Worley. Thunder fans, let's hear it for all of our hometown heroes. The Thunder thank you for your service to our community, and we invite you to meet our heroes on the third base side by the NJM Insurance Picnic area during tonight's game following first pitches.